question that was being asked since quite a long time. Who is the mayor of Chandigarh? The Supreme Court has today clarified that answer by declaring the results that were given that day to be invalid because of the conduct of the returning officer. The Supreme Court has now declared the Aadmi Party candidate Kuldeep Kumar to be the mayor of Chandigarh, saying that the whole electoral process was completely compromised just because of the conduct of that particular returning officer, who was seen on camera by marking the ballot papers and then declaring a result in the favour of BJP's Manoj Sonkar, who had later resigned as the matter had reached the topmost group of the country. Remember that Kuldeep Kumar had knocked the doors of the Supreme Court, alleging that the returning officer's conduct was not correct. The Supreme Court summoned those ballots to itself, examined those particular ballots physically, and declared that there was nothing wrong with those ballots where Mr. Masih, who is in fact the returning officer, had declared 8 votes to be invalid. The Supreme Court held that there was nothing to say that these votes were invalid and these ballot papers were defaced. Not only this, the Supreme Court had strong words coming in for, in fact, this particular returning officer. The Supreme Court has initiated a perjury proceedings because the Supreme Court believed that there have been false statements that have been made by Mr. Anil Masih. A show cause notice has now been issued to him by the Registrar Judicial. He will have to respond to the same within 3 weeks. Now, the question remains is whether or not he will be prosecuted. The answer would come in from his show cause notice and what the Supreme Court has to say. But at this point of time, it's a big win for the Aadmi Party, a political battleground. Definitely, the whole questions being raised on the Bharatiya Janata Party when it comes to, the integrity of the electoral process, and all of this has become a part of a political debate. But the legal aspect of it, the Supreme Court, using its plenary powers, the extraordinary power that it has to grant extraordinary justice under Article 142 of the Constitution of India, the topmost group of the country declared Kuldeep Kumar as the clear winner of this particular poll that was held on the 30th of January, clearly saying that he was the one who was the candidate that was elected by all of the people, and there was wrongdoings that affected that particular result. In fact, it also held that the electoral process was completely fine until the counting of those votes, and now finally the Supreme Court has declared Kuldeep Kumar as the clear winner of the Chandigarh mayor polls and has settled that debate and settled that question as to who is the mayor of Chandigarh. I am Anil with video journalist Rahul Malhotra for CNN News 18 from the national capital at the Supreme Court of India.